Just picked our little green tree frog up. He's not doing too well, guys. He's very discoloured. He's got a few abrasions on, so I'm just going to move him out of this box. I'm just going to put him in a clean little plastic container with a wet cloth. If you guys ever have to pick up a frog from the wild, make sure your hands are always wet. The chemicals from our hands come off onto the frog and it can damage the skin. So he's not feeling too well, guys. He's got a bit of discoloration and a bit of a graze on the bottom of his leg there. I'm not a frog expert by any means, but I do know these guys have to stay moist. I don't know exactly if this is some disease or some fungal, or if it's the citrid. I don't know. The vets will be able to tell us. I've just picked up a wild diamond python. It looks like it has a big mouth infection. He's just outside, so we'll go grab him. I need to assess him before I take him to the vet. I need to have a good look. Make sure he can move, make sure there's no puncture marks, no bites. He hasn't been squashed anywhere. Make sure it is just that mouth infection before I take him to the vets and we can work out what to do with him. Alrighty, here is our diamond. Now I want to make sure he's completely healthy and mobile, other than his mouth. If it's only his mouth we have to treat, then that's fantastic. So the first obvious thing, guys, is a massive lump under his jaw. So he's got a massive lump under his jaw. His head seems a bit swollen. He seems to have a bit of a scab under his eye. But the swollenness is what's spinning me. Like, that is just odd. He's a little bit on the skinnier side. I'm curious if that could have anything to do with the mouth, if he's struggling to find food. Rather than find food, eat food. See how he moves. No worries at all with movement. In that regards, we're lucky someone found him that knew what they were looking at, because most people would look at that and see a completely healthy snake. Other than the swollen head and the thing under the jaw, not many people are actually going to notice that. I'm actually pretty impressed and over the moon that someone noticed that we're going to be able to help this guy. But the fact that he's healthy, he's moving fine, gives me even more confidence that we will be able to help him. Definitely something going on inside the gums, guys. It's bleeding and extremely swollen. It looks incredibly painful. His gums are actually swollen so much that his teeth almost aren't visible at all. It's like he's got a big cheesy grin. I have never ever seen anything like this. The only thing that comes close, but it still was different, was a escaped pet Darwin python, a variegata that had mouth rot, but still nothing like this. His head's so swollen that his eyes have sunken into his head. Look at my hand going red from him holding on to me. I really hope that this is something to be able to cure, because it'll be an absolutely amazing recovery. If this guy wasn't found, he would have absolutely zero chance in the wild. There's no way he's catching any more food with a mouth like that. I'm telling you right now. If he wants to let go, we'll bag him up and we'll take him straight down to the vet now, get him and our little green tree frog looked at. I honestly cannot believe it, guys. Been working that rat down the body. I had absolutely zero intention or zero faith that this diamond python was actually going to take that rat. This is 2 weeks after he had his head run over, entire mouth swollen, red, knocking on death's door, teeth missing, and he's just swallowed a rat. He's working it down. Every single reptile I get that comes into care teaches me a new lesson. These guys just did not stop surprising and impressing me. That is honestly incredible. I thought I wouldn't be able to get him to eat for at least a month after that injury. You are one extremely special snake, buddy. Incredible job. It is an absolutely stunning Sunday morning, guys. I think it's getting to about 38 today. And our diamond python is ready to go. Look at him. You would not believe he was run over at all. No one would believe me if I didn't have this proof. Look at that head. It is perfect. To be honest, I've been a little out of it, guys, so I haven't been filming anything. So I can't remember what on earth I've said at the start of this video. Well, us and the vets, we originally thought the swollen, squashed face with the bleeding red gums, we thought it was some sort of mouth infection. And then I was actually able to get in contact with the person that found him. I was absolutely so lucky that that particular person found him, because a lot of people might have seen the snake and not even realised there was something wrong. I was able to contact him, and he actually was able to tell me... Sorry, I'm getting harassed here. As I was saying, he was actually able to tell me where he found the snake. Dead set right on the side of the road. Lying on the lines on the side of the road, which means it wasn't any mouth infection. He had been run over. He had been run over by a car straight over the top of the head. Not dead, still just doing his thing, cruising around with that horrific injury. So as soon as I found out that information, I took him straight back to the vet the next day. We did x-rays on the head, did x-rays on the entire body, and not one break, not one fracture. That is just how resilient, tough, and strong these animals are. And it just shows, if you run over these guys, if you can, or if you see one injured, please try and capture him or ring someone, and we can come out and give them the best chance possible, because they have a lot of chance with injuries like this. Look at this guy. You would never, ever, ever know. So the swelling had gone down after about 1 week. About 2 weeks later, he was eating. I just wanted to keep him to make sure everything was 150% before I let him go, especially with such a significant injury to the head and brain. This guy has just blown me out of the water. Absolutely incredible. He's had rats, quails. He was quite thin when he came in. He's put a little bit of size on. He's still a nice, healthy, sleek animal. Extremely active. And he is more than ready to go home, and that's what we're gonna do. Just on my way to our release location, got our python in the bag. I actually came out here 2 days ago just to suss out the location, make sure I could find the perfect habitat for him, and I definitely did that. Sort of at the foot of the Blue Mountains here, starting to go up the mountains. Nearby to where this guy was found, obviously away from the road, so he doesn't have the same fate as what happened before. So I've got about a 20-minute walk up here. Wait till you guys see this location, it's absolutely beautiful. Maybe we'll find something along the way. When I was sussing it out a couple of days ago, there's a big lace monitor laying on the path. Maybe I can chuck a clip in now. Geez, he didn't like you, Crashy. We'll go have a look at him. You can still hear him, listen to him go. What a drama queen. Beautiful big lace monitor. Chunky boy. Didn't like us though, did he, Crashy? He was a big boy. Maybe we'll get lucky today. May see something, might not. Alright, so we've got another lace monitor, just a young one. You can see the stripes. It's just between those two trees. Being that small, he's gonna shoot up a tree. Yeah, I'm not even. He's gone, I'm not bothering with that. Let's keep going. Here we are, wait for this. Rocky outcrops, plenty of little sandstone hides for him to tuck away in. Got the Gross River down there, which is what he followed to get to the road. He's gonna know exactly where he is. Same habitat, same food sources, just not on the road. When I come out 2 days ago, I went down to the Gross River there. I had a swim. It was absolutely beautiful. I did want to take you guys down there today, but I'm a little bit strapped for time. God, it's probably another hour by the time I get down there, go for a walk, swim around, come back up. I'll leave that for today, but I do have something else I can show you when I get back to the car, which is sort of nearby, and that'll be cool for you guys to see. We can save that for another day, but yeah, honestly beautiful. Let's get our python out of the bag, eh? I'm really liking the look of this spot. So around here, there's a big crevice all in here, which you'd be able to hide in. That wraps around. Then around here, you've got some bigger crevices. You can come out, bask in the sun, disappear, bask in the sun, disappear. He can go down, work his way down the river. He can go up on the ridge and up the other side. Whatever he feels best and whatever he wants to do, we'll give him all those options. So I think this is going to be our spot, but he's pretty active. He's been cooped up in a tank for a while. The sun is just absolutely magnificent today, and so is this habitat. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just wants to go on his way, and we can let him do that. Let's get him out. There he is. Aren't they just absolutely beautiful? Like, what a snake. You just never get over seeing these guys. Let's send him through the camera. He's gonna knock it over. Oops. Incredible, these crevices that these guys get into. I could be absolutely surrounded by snakes in these crevices, which I probably am, and you just wouldn't know because they just disappear in the tiniest little holes. And I don't blame him, wanting to get away from my ugly head that he's been looking at for the last month or so. So I can still see him up through that rocky outcrop actually. Actually looks like he's heading up here where there's some open cracks as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pops out up in the sun up there. He's one happy, extremely lucky, extremely impressive snake. Incredible. Doesn't get any better, guys. I could sit out here all day, hey? It's just beautiful. Let's get out of here. See you, buddy. It's been a pleasure. Real learning curve, as always. Every new snake teaches you something completely different about how bloody tough they are. No word of a lie. Just can't get enough of that river, eh? Absolutely stunning. I'll see you back at the car. Oh, back in the car, absolutely buggered. Saw nothing on the way back, but I did just get a call for a snake in a pool. They think it's a brown snake, but that location, a lot of marsh snakes have been popping up, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a marsh snake. Hopefully I can scoop him out, he's okay, and we can just release him straight away, and that'll probably be the end of the video unless more come in, but oh well, we'll get to go see another snake. I'll see you there. So my guess for the location was right. We've got a little marsh snake. It's actually a decent sized marsh snake actually. They've really been popping up in this area lately, which is super cool. I sort of want to come down and hurt one afternoon or one early evening and try and actually find one in the wild. So basically he was in the houses up here. Just here you got the Hawkesbury River, a water treatment plant behind me which is still full of vegetation. So he's obviously been living down here, worked his way up through that vegetation into the house next to the bush lamb. So we brought him back down here a little bit safer from pools which he was stuck in, domestic animals, cats, dogs, all that, back into the bush. You guys have probably learned a little bit about these guys. I've had quite a few in care now and a few in videos and rescued a couple, but yeah, we'll get him out, have a look at him and send him on his way. There he is. Beautiful little snake. I don't want to hassle him too much. I'll try and find a iPhone picture from another marsh snake just to show you the beautiful little markings that they have on their face, because they are honestly stunning with their little yellow to white lines. Black belly, it's their other name, the black-bellied swamp snake. Look at his tongue flicking, he is happy to be home. I don't want to hassle him, so we're going to send him on his way and watch him zip off. All right, off you go, little dude. That's not very zippy. There he goes. There we go. Couple of successful rescues. One very successful rescue in the diamond, and I reckon that's probably it for the video, guys. Again, thanks heaps for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the cause. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one.